Everyone, my name is Ranjan Raja and I'm ethical hacker and cybersecurity expert. Apart from this, I do penetration testing, vulnerability assessment, and as a freelancer, I'm working with multiple company and it has been now more than 10 years where I used to teach multiple batches regarding cybersecurity like ethical hacking, CH, then CSCU, CSSP, CSM, CSA, like this kind of courses. Currently, I'm working with Simtilan, Itureka, Careera, Teamlace, Zoltiers, and Visualpath also. I did my master's from cybersecurity only. After that, I got selected by Indian Cybercrime Department. And there, I started working with the forensic team, like tracking the criminals, forensic data, like this kind of things. And after working with them for 5 years, then I changed my path to this training field only. When I was in cybercrime department, I worked with the Punjab government also, Ranchi government also. And when I started teaching in this field, then I started with this Delhi Institute's BITS planning as a take fest of this IT's bit plannings. And these are my books, which is published by Amazon as well as Flipkart and Google.com also. And I'm an authorized cybersecurity author. You can see I am a ISBN code. I've also uploaded some of the course through Udemy, where I think more than 2,000 students enrolled to this courses, which is based upon learning ethical hacking through PAT operating system, which is a Linux-based operating system, then Termux, then complete Wi-Fi hacking with Wi-Fi Slacks operating system, and some practice set for the students. Now, these are media reports, and I'm authorized certified EC console instructor as well as certified ethical hacker, and I have multiple different kind of cybersecurity and technical certifications. So this one is all about me. Now I'm going to show you some syllabus. So first of all, this syllabus will take around 30 to 40 sessions, depend upon your understanding. So within this 35-40 sessions, you can say, I think it will take around average 2 months to complete the entire courses. We will have 5 days a week training part. So the first chapter which we are going to study is about introductions to ethical hacking. Now hacking means where we try to make access into the system. It can be a legal activities, it can be a illegal activities, but the syllabus is designed to introduce you the fundamental of these critical fields, and it will provide you a comprehensive understanding of the importance of security in our today's digital landscape. When we talk about ethical hacking, it is a practice of testing a computer system or network to identify the vulnerabilities and weaknesses so that they can be fixed before malicious hacker can exploit them. So it's like being a white hat hacker who helps the organizations to strengthen their security. And hackers are individuals with the technical skills, verifying in intentions and legality. And they can be categorized into different types based on their motivations and methods. Like you might be heard about white hat hacker, black hat hacker, gray hat hacker, script kiddie, hacktivist, like this. In this chapter, we will also discuss about some advantage and disadvantage of hacking. And then we have again the fundamental chapter, which is introductions to cybersecurity. Now, cybersecurity is the practice of protecting the network, system, and programs from digital attacks, unauthorized access, or damage. And it is a critical field that helps to safeguard sensitive informations and prevent the cyber threats. Now, what is cybersecurity? So it involves protecting the digital assets from various types of threat, including the malware, phishing, and denial of service attack. In this chapter, we will also cover what is cybercrime and crime. So this refers to state-sponsored attacks on another nation's data or information system. And cybercrime, on the other hand, involves illegal activities conducted via the internet or the computer network, such as identity theft, online fraud, and ransomware attack. Now, in this chapter, we will also discuss about how many job roles are there, how many cybersecurity parts are there. Like you might be heard about endpoint security, information security, web application security, system security, like this. The next chapter is about network, fundamental, and security part. If you talk about the network, it is like making and sending or receiving the file. And in this computer networking, we will discuss about the fundamental of OSI and TCP/IP model. So dear students, the OSI models is like a blueprint of how the data is transmitted over a network divided into 7 layers, and this TCP/IP over is more practical implementations consisting of a 4 layer. Like for example, when you send an email, your data goes through these layers to reach out the recipient email servers. And then we will also learn about what is IP address, which is a kind of unique identifier for the devices on a network like a house address. And there are several different classes and the versions like IP version 4, IP version 6. And then step 4 is about understanding the networking devices, which includes routers, switches, hubs, firewall, like this. Like for example, a router in your home directs the internet traffic to your devices. And then we will also learn about the networking topologies, which describe like how the devices are arranged. And the common topologies include the star topologies, ring topologies, hybrid topologies, like this. And then we will also discuss about some proxy setting and VPN, which act as a intermediary between your device and the internet and providing the anonymity. And VPNs create a secure, encrypted connections for privacy and security. Like for example, using a VPN when on the public Wi-Fi protects your data from being intercepted. So in conclusion, understanding network involves grasping the basic of computer networking, including the models, IP address, networking devices, topologies, proxies, VPNs like this. Now, here we have a very interesting chapter. You can say a kind of practical part here. Here we will discuss about what is Linux and how to practice with this operating system. Now, imagine you are building a house and you need a strong foundations, walls, windows, and roof. Similarly, Linux has its own architecture, which includes the kernel, which is the brain of the operating system, the cell, which is an interface between the user and the kernel, and the file system structure, like how the files are organized. Just like how you can customize your house, Linux has various distributions like Ubuntu, Fedora, Kali, Parrot, like this. And each comes with its own unique features and uses. And if we talk about Kali Linux, so let me show you the lab, because in future I'll teach you how to make your lab, how to implement. And as this one is very new for all, so I'll teach you how to basically know the basic commands, after installations command, practical commands, networking commands, footprinting command, enumerations command, like this. So this is Kali Linux. Now, what is Kali Linux? This is a special version of Linux designed for cybersecurity and penetration testing. Okay, and it helps you to identify the vulnerabilities in computer system. You will get a proper lab results over there. Listed number of tools. Even it also allows the installations of the third-party applications to practice with the vulnerabilities. The official username and the password is Kali and Kali. You can see here. So we have the listed number of tools for reconnaissance, resource development, initial access, execution, persistence, then privileges escalations, then defensive, credentials, discovery, collections, like this. Now, as this one is new for you all, so I'll teach you how to gather the informations about this operating system. Then what are the networking commands? So everything will be given from my side. I have the entire study cheat sheets, so do not worry about this thing. Everything will be given from my side. See the entire command list I have. Now, coming back to this thing, you will learn about Linux file system, cell structures, networking command, cell scripting programming, installations of open source system. So open source software is like a community driven project where people collaborate to develop and improve the software. And Linux is a prime example of open source software, and there are many other applications available, particularly in cybersecurity and network management. So you can explore these tools to enhance your skills and knowledge students. The next chapter is about system hacking and security. And this is the part where you will understand about how to access a vulnerability in a system. And after finding the vulnerability, how we can actually make legal or illegal access into the system. So these sections provide an overview of system hacking techniques, the implications for security and strategies for protecting the system against such attack. Now, in this chapter, you will also learn about encryptions and decryptions. Already, we have these chapters in our upcoming session also, which comes under the category known as a cryptography. So, encryptions is the process of converting the plain text into a coded format, and decryptions is the reverse process converting the ciphertext back into the original format. Now, why are these things? Because you can see we have SAM security, known as security account management. And the location is C drive, Windows, System 32, then config. And now we have this SAM file. So it is a database in Windows that stores the user credentials and enforces the security policies. And understanding how the SAM works is crucial for maintaining the system security. So not only this, we will also learn about some illegal activities also, like bypassing the Windows security, then decrypting the Windows password, then using some tools for breaking the Windows password. And for this thing, we will use some third-party tools also, which is a kind of open source tool known as boot operating system. Now, this one is all about Windows hacking and security. As I said, we have a different chapter for this cryptography. So in this chapter now, we have also included a very cool part, which is technography, which is like hiding a secret message inside of image file, inside a file like MP3 and whatever extensions you have. And cryptography, it is the practice and study of techniques for secure communications in the presence of third-party adversaries. And it involves the use of encryptions and decryptions to protect the confidentiality, integrity, and authenticity of message. Now, steganography is a technique used to hide the existence of a message or data within another non-secret message, image, or other medium. So, unlike encryptions, which protect the content of a message, steganography conceals the fact that a secret message is being sent. Now, the next chapter is about a part of, you can say, footprinting, where it consists of passive reconnaissance, which is about the Google Doc. Like Google Docking is a very important and fundamental part of footprinting, you can say. So it is a technique used to find the specific informations on the internet using some advanced search queries. So it is like using a superpower to uncover the hidden and sensitive informations that isn't easily accessible through the regular searches. So here I'll teach you the practical part, how to use the Google Doc. Like suppose you want to download, let's take the example of some PDF file, and you are confused with these things, like what to download, how to download. Suppose if I type here file type, the extension as PDF as cyber security. So no need to any sign up or login activities to do. Simply click here, you will get a PDF format like this. Or if I write here like in URL view index.html, I'll get access to the live camera. Okay, I'll give you this link, so maybe it will work in your system. Now, the next part is about a very interesting chapter, which is web application security and penetration testing and vulnerability assessment. Here, as we know, we have multiple different vulnerabilities present in the web application. So, this section covers the various aspects of securing the web applications, conducting penetration tests, and accessing the vulnerabilities. So we'll start with the very basic part of web applications, including the client-server architectures, user interface, and underlying structures. And then we will understand about OWASP's top 10 vulnerabilities like broken access control, blind SQL injections, directory traversal attack, cross-site scripting, cross-site request forgery like this. And we'll do the practical implementations under a virtual environment, which is known as DVWA, Jam Web Vulnerable Application. So it will give you the practical problems where you can practically practice with the vulnerabilities, like how to conduct a brute force attack, command injection, CSR, fire inclusion. You can see the things over there. So it will be a practical part. And also how to conduct a DDoS attack, what are the strategies of these mitigations, then informations gathering on web applications, then footprinting, We will use some of the tools like Nessus, Burp Suite in a practical way to practice with these vulnerabilities like Burp Suite. And we'll do some practical examples through this DVWA, JUSOP, and there's some live platform also where I'll teach you how to conduct these things. Like suppose, let's use a Google Doc also, like in URL, like admin.php. Now, suppose let's take an example of this website. So sometimes it will give us the data options to make a login to this website. So how to make a login illegally, that will be known as the blind SQL injections. But that is a practical part. And sometimes we use some demo website to practice with this kind of vulnerabilities, like sign up. If I'll use these keywords, which I'll teach you how to use this keyword. You can see I'm in this website. But this will be a practical. But not only this, we have the other vulnerabilities also. We'll discuss about these things in our conversations. Okay. And the last one is about Wi-Fi hacking. So for this thing, you need to buy a Wi-Fi receiver. Okay. Uh, TP-Link Wi-Fi receiver. This one. I cannot give you the link, but the model number is, let me click on this. Yeah. WN823N. This one. Okay. So this one is all about our syllabus. You will get a minor project, major project, and time by time can say like assignment also. So this will be the entire syllabus of yours. This entire syllabus is based upon the practical training day students. Okay, so my main motive is to complete the practical part over there. Okay then. So that's all from my side, dear students. Bye bye. Take care, everyone.